How you doing, guys, and welcome back to part 3 of Boca Bash. And yep, it was so much fun in the sun that I had to split it into 3. And like you saw in the previous episode, we made it over to Boca Lake in Boca Raton for the biggest epic party of the year at Boca Bash. And if you missed those episodes, there's gonna be a link on the description below, label episode 1 and 2. Yep, and we made it there by 10:30 in the morning, so we anchored up at a lucky spot because not too high, not too low, because we came in high tide, so we gave ourselves enough space so the tide goes down, we don't get stuck. And we started to walk around, and it was really full of people so early in the morning. And something that really surprised us was when we were walking around, how many people came up to us to say hi and take pictures, and that was really awesome. And I want to give a big thank you for those people that did. And like you see, Boca Bash is an event that everybody's waiting for and enjoys if you love the Sandbar life. And after spending about almost 2 hours rocking around, we decided to go back to the boat because the hunger started to kick in. But there was one major problem. I forgot to go to the store and buy the protein because I was so busy worrying about being late to the ramp that I completely forgot. But I did remember to put fruits, ice, and water. So I guess that's what we're gonna have for lunch today.
Today, I forgot the whole meat. I was supposed to bring chicken from Publix, and I forgot it. Actually, I forgot to go to Publix. So check out the lunch, guys. Pork rinds.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
What time is it? What time is it? Pork rind time.
And while we had our non-protein lunch, we had a show right next door because there was a whole bunch of boats with college kids having fun in the sun, enjoying the Sandbar life at Boca Bash. And once we finished, we jumped back in the water because by this time there was more boats and more people. The only thing, she said she was tired, so she wanted me to carry her, or at least out of the deep side. And talking about her, this reminds me of a question that I got from the last video, and it was, how long have I been married to my wife? Well, it's gonna be about 30 years. And I know what question is gonna follow right after this, and it's gonna be, how do we do it? And the answer is gonna be simple. You have to be yourself from day one and make sure you guys accept each other and share a lot of things in common, because believe it or not, she met me on a boat and we're still on a boat. But the best part is the freedom to be yourself and accepting each other. Alright, now I'm gonna have to charge an extra fee for marital counseling. Okay, enough talking, and let's go back to Boca Bash because there's a lot more to see here. And actually, we're debating which direction to go because there's more people and there's more boats. And we got to meet more people that watch the channel, and this is amazing. This is the first time that I meet so many people in one day. And yep, like always, it's a pleasure. And I had to cover up the music because the last video I had to re-edit twice because of the copyright. And right now we're hanging out at the Brazilian area. and it was fun and entertaining hanging out with the Brazilian friends. But we kept on walking and ran into these beautiful, adorable things, according to Ogita's words. Well, now I know for next year, I'm bringing my dogs to Boca Bash because they're getting all the attention. And talking about attention, you know there's going to be a lot of clips not allowed here, but they are allowed at Patreon, so go check it out there. And I think Boca Bash brings a lot of people because it's kind of centrally located, because Peanut Island is too far north for the people down south. And well, enough playing with the dogs, and let's keep on looking, walking around at Boca Bash. And talking about looking, this reminds me of a question that I got from the ladies. And the question was, does my wife get mad me being around so many sexy ladies? And the answer is not really, because that's how she met me. Because when we started dating, I was a DJ for a very famous TV show called Sábado Gigante, and I was a DJ there, and I always had the models around me. And also I was DJing a lot of private pool parties. And when you go to events like this, I don't really think you're planning to meet anybody. It's more like come, hang out, enjoy the day, and go home. At least that's what I do. And these guys here made a big effort because they came from the West Coast. I met them a few weekends ago at Boca Grande Sandbar, and now they're here hanging out at Boca Bash. And according to them, they had to launch off West Palm Beach because all the boat ramps were closed, and it took them almost an hour and a half to get here. And like you've been seeing so far, if you love the Sandbar life, definitely Boca Bash is worth coming to. And I think Boca Bash is one of the top of the list when it comes to the East Coast Sandbar parties. But the biggest one of all is on Memorial Weekend on the West Coast Boca Grande Sandbar, and we'll be there on the 23rd. And a big reminder, be there early because the party starts at 10 and it finishes around 3 o'clock, but people tend to linger and stay at the sandbar until the sunset. And also a lot of people come on Friday, stay over to be there early in the morning on Saturday, and some stay even until Sunday. Us, we're going Saturday. And here's something that was catching a lot of people's attention, but I'm gonna put a quick clip because I don't want to get in trouble. And I think it was because the unique design of the float.
Come on.
Alright guys, so we're gonna start heading back to the boat because we noticed that the wind picked up, and you know what that means? It's gonna be even choppier riding on the way back. And I don't really want to take the inside. I do the intercoastal, it's gonna take me over 2 hours to get back. So I suggested to pick up early and start heading out, and that's exactly what we did. Plus we had enough fun in the sun at Boca Bash. And plus, remember, we were running low on energy because we had no protein for today. And right now it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. And I know that's kind of early for us, but we're probably going to have an hour right back on the water to the boat ramp. And then from the boat ramp to Miami is going to be another hour. So we got a long journey ahead. Now this is pretty awesome. These fans came all the way from Honduras to visit Boca Bash. Now they're going back, so their journey is even longer than ours. But I bet you this is one experience they're never gonna forget. And that is almost everybody's reaction, that when they see my videos about Boca Bash and then they attend the following year, they love it. That is, if you love the Sandbar life like we do. And that reminds me of a question that I got from episode 2, and it was, have I ever stepped on any debris walking around the sandbar? And honestly, out of all the years, maybe once or twice, but I do hit, and you have to be careful, is the anchors, because you're so busy looking around that you don't look down.
All right, guys, so it is about 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon. We're about to call it quits because we got to ride back. Hopefully, it's not that choppy. So hope you guys enjoy our Boca Bash. It's going to be a mission editing it because all the small bikinis YouTube don't like. So we're gonna get out of here. So see you guys in the next one. On the next one.
And right now we're gonna put my boating skills to the test because the current is coming in really hard. The wind is also blowing with the current, and there's people in the water. There's more boats now than before. Plus, you gotta worry about the anchor lines. So it's gonna be very tricky squeezing through the boats that anchored after we did. And that's what I mean. You gotta be careful where you park because you get locked in, then it's even harder to get out. And even sometimes you have to walk out the boat. But when it's too deep, it makes things very difficult. And one of the main things to do in a situation like this, when there's a lot of boat traffic and people moving around, especially around the channel, give yourself a lot of patience, courtesy, and do everything slow, so it gives you time to react or correct your mistake. And don't worry who has the right of way or not, just avoid the accident. And be courteous. The main thing, be courteous. And so far so good. We're working ourselves towards the inlet without a problem. We didn't cut no anchor ropes, we didn't bump anybody, and no one ran into us, so we're okay to go home. So you see, a few minutes of patience can give you hours of stress-free. And like you saw in the beginning, the inlet here, especially by the bridge, is very narrow, and now we have a lot of boats leaving at the same time. So again, use your courtesy and patience, and look at every direction, front, back, side to side, because you never know who's not paying attention. It might run into you, because don't always expect that people are gonna do the right thing.
Where are those people?
Well guys, let me know what you guys think about Boca Bash. Are you coming next year? And if you do, we'll be here and maybe we'll get you on film. And also remember, this is the 3rd episode, so there's going to be links of the previous episodes on the description below. And from here, next weekend, we're going to Summer Splash at Elliott Key, so keep your eyes open for that. Episode's coming soon. And until next time, let's all keep having fun in the sun, and I'll catch you guys out in the water.